Now you've created and displayed your first fragment, and now it's time to add the rest of the fragments. There are two more body parts to display to complete the Android Me image, the body and leg portions. And you have almost enough information to create these without any more guidance. But let's go through in a little more detail how fragment creation works. To create or swap out fragments, Android uses the Fragment Manager. The Fragment Manager class provides methods that allow you to add, remove, and replace fragments in an activity at runtime. These are all types of fragment transactions. These transactions let you create a dynamic experience and help efficiently add and remove fragments without you having to worry about the finer details of memory management. An important rule when dealing with dynamically adding or removing fragments while an activity is running is that your activity layout must include a fragment container in which you can add each fragment. This is often an empty frame layout. The container is responsible for defining the size and placement of a fragment, since a fragment doesn't have to take up an entire screen like an activity. And when you add or replace a fragment at runtime, you'll need to tell the fragment transaction the container to place the updated fragment in. So, containers are needed if you plan on performing fragment transactions. The one case where you will not need a fragment container is when you know that your fragment will remain static, which means it won't change during the runtime of the activity. Then, it will not need a container layout because a static fragment size, content, and location can be defined and will stay the same for the duration of an activity. And we'll see an example of this later on with the master list fragment that displays all our images. For now, let's get a little more practice using the Fragment Manager and dynamically adding fragments to our screen.